Yo, this is Denzel, Two-Shot Bentley. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people criticise Anthony Joshua for fighting Dillian Whyte next. I'll see people criticise Alexander Usyk for taking on his WBA mandatory next in Daniel Dubois. I've even seen people criticising Joe Joyce for wanting a rematch with the guy who beat him in Zhilei Zhang. Who are these people that are criticising? Well, it's a section of Tyson Fury fans. And they're a minority, because note when I say section, not all Tyson Fury fans are doing it, of course not. But it's a small section, a minority. Those are usually the ones who make the loudest noise, right? They dare to criticise these guys fighting each other, who are all rated at the top end of the heavyweight division, who are actually fighting each other while fanboying for Tyson Fury. But what's Tyson Fury doing next? Is he fighting somebody in the top 15 of WBC? Is he? Has he made an offer to, say, a Martin Bakole? I mean, he deserves a shot, right? Have you made an offer? Has he made an offer to Arsbek Makhmadov, to Jared Anderson, to Frank Sanchez, to any of these guys? Has he made an offer to any of those guys? No, instead, he's going to be fighting Francis Ngannou in, apparently, an exhibition fight. Exhibition. Under exhibition rules, you can't hurt, knock down, knock out your opponent. It's essentially a sparring session. So you're going to fanboy for the WBC World Heavyweight Champion to do an exhibition fight rather than fight somebody in the top 15 of WBC. Now, it's hard enough alone to get a world title shot anyway. So what a lot of these guys have to do is hope that they get an opportunity for a voluntary defence. Well, that ain't going to happen, because now he's going to be taking on an exhibition fight against a guy who's never had a boxing bout in his life. Not even a skills level, amateur, nothing, white collar, nothing. Don't get me wrong, very good UFC fighter, MMA fighter, right? Very good. But not boxing, it's a totally different discipline, totally different. But yet, people are criticising the top guys for fighting other top guys while fanboying for Tyson Fury. I look onto TalkSport. What do I see? Spencer Oliver and Gareth A. Davis having an interview with Frank Warren recently, right? Listen, I like Gareth A. Davis, I like Spencer Oliver, but absolutely rimming Frank Warren. Saying things that you weren't saying before when he's not on the phone to you. I'm hearing things like, well, Frank, if it turns out that Tyson Fury does take on Francis Ngannou, that's game-changing, that is. Fuck off! How's that game-changing? What, you've never seen a boxer take on a MMA fight before? I'm sorry, did you sleep over the whole Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor situation? Have you not been watching the Misfits? It's filled with them. Plus many others. How's this game-changing? The only game-changing thing about it is that you've got a champion who's not defending the belt against a top contender. Instead, fighting an exhibition bout with a guy who's never had a boxing bout in his life. But that's okay, right? That's okay. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I said, you can criticise Joshua versus White, Usyk versus Dubois, Joyce versus Zhang. You can criticise any fights that you like. That's absolutely fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. But don't be fanboying for Tyson Fury. Oh, he's the number one. He's this, that and the other. No, he ain't. This is the guy who ducked Alexander Usyk. This is the guy who ducked Anthony Joshua for undisputed in that as well. That's what this guy is. This is a guy who fought Derek Chisora last time out. You got Frank Warren there criticising the fact that Anthony Joshua was fighting Dillian Whyte, saying how Tyson Fury knocked out Dillian Whyte. Okay, that's true. That did happen. Tyson Fury did knock out Dillian Whyte. But Anthony Joshua done it first. Did he not? Tyson Fury taking on Derek Chisora last time out. Guess who knocked him out? Well, quite a few people. Dillian Whyte was one of them. So, talk about taking a step backwards. But what Tyson Fury's doing is okay. You've got Frank Warren out there spinning narratives that he's trying to make fights for him, but nobody wants to fight him. Absolute nonsense. As I said, have you made any offers to Bakole, to Makhmadov, to Sanchez, to Anderson, to any of these guys? Wait, Anthony Joshua. Yes, of course, he offered 40% to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua told him to jog on, because I don't trust you. We've been through these things before. And each and every time you keep pulling the rug out from under me, wasting my time. I ain't going through it again. Jog on. Don't be fanboying for what Tyson Fury's doing while criticising what the other ones are doing. I said, you don't have to like those other fights. You don't have to. I'm not saying you do. But don't be fanboying for what Tyson Fury's doing. Anybody who buys a ticket for this, don't call yourself a boxing fan. You're a Tyson Fury fan, is what you are. You're not a boxing fan. You're not. I'm not saying you have to be, but don't tell us that you're a boxing fan. Don't call other people casuals. You are the casual. In fact, you're lower than a casual. Because at least a casual knows somewhat about boxing. All you know is how to hang on the ball bag of Tyson Fury. That's all you know how to do. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.